I'm so glad you are here with me. Today's message comes from a place of raw honesty. It's for someone who's asked the question, why am I acting just like the parent I said I'd never become? Why does this still hurt after all these years? And why is it still happening in our family? If that's you, you're not alone. You see, you don't just raise children, we raise versions of ourselves, our inner child, our wounds, our unmet needs. And if we are not careful, we start parenting from pain instead of peace. I've seen this so many times, not only in my own family and not only in my own experience, but also in other people's families. When we pass down different positions, like in church, for instance, when we assign our children to the gift of being a pastor or a minister, but not giving them the option of saying, this is what I want, not what you want. When we're parenting from our own experience of, well, if you go to school and you do this, you will make money doing this, something I didn't get. Or if you get in this profession, you'll have, when you get 60 something and not like me, you'll have room to do this. So we do that thinking that we're actually helping when we're actually not giving them the right to be themselves and to think for themselves. And then later on in life, they hated it. Later on in life, although because you told them to do it, and yeah, maybe it did work out, they were miserable. Miserable. They were miserable in what they were doing, what they thought they could do, and just listening to you, you know? You might find yourself over giving because you were once neglected, or emotionally distant because you were never taught how to feel safe. I see this all the time, and I know for myself, my mom, from her own experience, was distant, so she thought that maybe we needed to have, support, financial support, so she went to work all the time. We needed to look good because she didn't look good when she was younger. So, but what she did was she disconnected from us. She didn't know what was going on with us. She didn't hear us when we cried or when we needed things or when we felt things. She didn't know how to even respond to those things because she was busy, providing what she didn't get, but she became the thing that she didn't want. She became the person she didn't want to be, which was what her mother had given her. She gave it to us. Then in turn, we did the same thing. But what most of us did in our family is we turned it around. We made it different. We presented it different. We apologized. We connected. We loved on them. We balanced things out. Although we gave with a balance. Although we did that, we taught them how to do for themselves. We gave them responsibility. We helped them to be emotionally intelligent. Taught them about intelligence, and they're accepting that they are allowed to cry and allowed to be sad and happy and misunderstood and cranky. They're allowed to do all those things. You might be doing everything right and still feel like it's not enough. You see, that's not failure. That's a wound still asking to be seen. And here's the truth: what we don't heal, we repeat until someone decides the pain ends with them. If you Till then, it won't change. That someone has to be you. If you're here today and you're listening and watching me today on this Sunday, this is for you. God is calling you to reparent the part of you that still aches, to forgive what wasn't given, to grieve what you had to live without, and to give your children and yourself something new. You're not here to repeat the pain. You're here to redeem it. See, that's what it means when it says, let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Well, let the redeemed, when you know that you can redeem time, when you have learned something, say it to your children. Don't think that they know it or they see it. Say it to your children. Say it to whomever you're caregiving to. Say it to the ones that in your family. It's basically mostly your family that we don't heal these things. I want you to take this scripture with you this week. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. And that's Psalms 147 and 3. And I believe that a lot of these scriptures are already internally in us. But sometimes we have to read them and be reminded. And I want you to say out loud to yourself, I am not my past. I am my family's breakthrough. I'm going to say that again. Say this out loud. I am not my past. I am my family's breakthrough. And if this resonated with you, drop a heart. And I will give you a self-help guide on process of reparenting yourself. Drop a heart. And I hope that this Sunday is so great and so marvelous, and you receive the wonderful gifts that you have for each day. Bye for now.